I know what you want, and I got what you need. Hello everyone, I'm ImKibitz, and welcome back to Satisfactory, where we got the oil, brother. And we're gonna refine it into 7,000 plastic per minute in one of the craziest builds of our world. Using some absolutely insane recipes in like 150 refineries, all fully overclocked, plus a ton of blenders over here. But I've only laid out the pieces to this puzzle, and now we actually have to build it. It's like when you first get a jigsaw puzzle and you dump all the pieces on the table, and it's just like, okay, cool, now what? Well, most people start puzzles with the corners, so we're gonna start over here with the blenders here. This is mainly gonna outline the entire rest of the build, because it's gonna be by far the most complicated part of everything. Because in order to make a ton of plastic, we actually need to make a ton of fuel, which requires heavy oil residue and water. The water is just downstairs. We got that all, no big deal. Now we just have to connect it upstairs. And each of those blenders, when fully overclocked, will need about 250 water each. So if we just put this up to, let's say 210%, then we're good to go. And to make our lives easier, we'll just copy that percentile and paste it over in the next machine. Over like so. That way we can combine the pipes together and scoot it on up. Probably down this way, and then up here. Oh, it gotta be like here. Because all this stuff underground is gonna be buried under the platform. And we want the top here to look pretty. So we'll probably end up with like a wall of, geez, we have 27.2 blenders here. So technically 28. Actually, wait, no. We have 4 rows of 6, so we have, oh, we only have 24. We'll put some extra blenders over there later. But all of the water, at least the most of the water, will come up this way, and we'll scoot it on over. Now we have to be really careful about importing things. Because although this is a really simple recipe, right? Like just 2 things to make one, there's gonna be pipes everywhere. So we're gonna have the fuel pipes coming out this way. Each of these machines is is gonna make 250 fuel per minute once it's fully overclocked. So we'll keep that in mind. We'll probably have pipes going like this, and then scooting out of Dodge. So if that's the case, we want these water pipes to be way up high, so they don't get in the way of our future endeavors. But the biggest problem is how do we get the water pipes from over here to over there? Well, luckily we have soft clearance, and I think we can just do this. Let's try making like a really tall pipe stack. And if we go to vertical, and we just try to go to like there, that's okay. It's looking pretty good. We'll go to the opposite side. How does that look? It clips through the power thing a little bit, but that's totally fine. How's the angle looking? Perfectly straight, awesome. Okay, that's great, because now this can split up and go into 2 of the blenders, as each of these pipes will have about 500-ish water. Technically a little more, but whatever. Then I can clean that up, and I can probably just do that going the other way as well. Ooh, until we get to this row. So these 3 rows effectively done for water. This row, a little different. I don't think we can centralize all the water and bring it to here. I think at this point, we're just gonna have to dig another hole. So we'll bring, yeah, probably just this row of water, bring it up this wall, and then pipe it over this way. And again, we have 6 blenders, so 6 times 250 is what, 1,500? So that'll be 500, these 2, another 500. And another 500. Wow, yeah, that's super, super, super simple. Well, conceptually simple. Of course, when you actually build these things, they get a little bit more chaotic. Well, actually, no, blatant lie. This is pretty straightforward. It's just like a couple pipes into a wall, you bring it up, and it's good to go. The main thing is just, I guess, planning ahead, because there's gonna be so many more pipes later on. Like this is nothing. But we have all this room down here, again, to deal with the fuel that's gonna come out, and then we have to get all of the heavy oil residue from somewhere inside of our base. I forget where. Yeah, this looks really cool, by the way. managed to line things up perfectly. Got this kind of cool design, and since all the pipes are painted, it's awesome. Got the pipes over there too, and the extra blenders we needed over here. Because luckily there's an extra pond to help feed these. Oh no, fuel! Am I alive? I'm alive. Okay, and we get a better view up here anyway too. So shiny, so crisp, so clean before the chaos arrives. This chaos, the heavy oil residue. Lots of machines to hook up here in Belt. And how I set things up is we're gonna bring all of the heavy oil residue upstairs. So we're gonna have a connection about here. Then we're gonna switch our new swatch over to the purple. Thank you. And then if we live in a perfect dream world, we can connect to here directly to the machine, and I think we can. Yes? Ooh, that's looking smooth, brother. Also, very convenient. So we can just do that to every single pipe and then bring them all over here. And each machine is gonna be making quite a bit of this stuff, right? 250 times 40 is 100. So we can connect up 4 of these machines together. I'm losing it. We can hook up 6 of these machines together to fill up a pipe. And then we just bring them all together. And we can just bring them out the wall and over to this tower over here. So this tower's only purpose is to bring stuff from A to B. So we will bring up the walls. We'll put in a little pipe hole, like wherever. Hook that up to this, except neatly. And then we'll bring this down and over to the blenders. Yes, we don't want to ruin the front look of the base. Plus, we have plenty of room downstairs still. So that would be fine. Like, we bring them all down to here. Go out this wall, and we're ready to party. Yeah, so a lot of this stuff is simple, but not easy. Just very time consuming as well. Plus, we're gonna have to like decorate this differently because it's looking a little weird. Anyway, the belts are just for the polymer resin that's coming out of these as well. We'll worry about that later. Right now, all the pipes are heading over this way in this like weird pattern over to this tower. And then, like I said, going down this way and over, let me through. Gosh, okay, yes, over to the blenders. Luckily, all the numbers with these pipes is simple as well. There's 1 400 pipe of heavy oil residue and the rest are completely full. So we have 3,400 per minute. This first setup will deal with that 400 pipe, which is on this side. And we'll probably just have that like duck down. So about, yeah, let's just say back here. We'll have that, hit the ground, scoot over this way, and then it will go up to where this pipe is. Then the rest of the pipes, well, I should have built this differently, but they're just gonna have to move. And no clipping? No clipping. Yeah, it looks pretty smooth as well still. Now there's a big problem. Huge problem that I didn't really anticipate. We have 5 pipes full of heavy oil residue, right? And we have 4 rows of 6 blenders, each of which needs 50 times 2.5. It's like 125. 125 times 6 is 750. You start to see the problem here? We need an extra 150 heavy oil residue per line. So one of the lines over there is gonna have to be split up between everything, which is gonna be turbo ultra annoying. What are we gonna do about that? I don't know. At least for now, the rest is pretty simple. If you just bring in the heavy oil residue, probably just down this way. And at any rate, we'll bring it right to the end of each system so that that connects to there. And then all of the pipe balancing madness that we're gonna have to get up to can be done where we actually have some space, because there is no more space at the end of this platform, nor am I willing to make any more. Platform looks really cool, and everything should work out. We can always build up too, right? So now, what do we do about the extra machine in a bit that we have to fill with that extra pipe? Well, there's only really one option, right? Probably gonna have to stack that extra pipe on top here. So the bottom will be a 600. The top will be the 600 pipes split between each of the systems. Then, it definitely will have to deal with one machine all on its own. Then it'll have to join up and help with this machine. So this would be like that. Boop, bop. Then could that connect to this? Technically, yeah. Okay. This is really good, because now that can connect to there. And this can still hopefully go to that machine. And that should be like a stackable kind of design. Oh, but wait, if this top pipe has extra residue that we're trying to put into the bottom pipe, there needs to be room in the bottom pipe. And right now it's still a 600 line, so we gotta push this system a little bit forward. Yes. Now we just do that for every system. Then we have all this dead space. What do we do with the dead space? We have 5 pipes. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, this is so greedy, but it would look so good. We don't need these. But just for funsies, what if we could get a fluid buffer in here for each of the pipes? Like, completely unnecessary, but man, it would look cool. It'll be a pain in the butt getting all of the fuel and heavy oil residue dealt with on one tile, but it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it. Hopefully. So just a heads up, it was absolutely worth it. In fact, this is the most beautiful creation I think in our world. It is amazing, amazing. Immaculate pipe work. So many colors. It's beautiful. Look at this. We have 12 pipes of fuel we ended up with, or I think we do. Anyway, everything continues off over this way. We have all of those extra little buffers, which are so cute and fill in the space there. Then this was the worst thing ever. Ignore that. But the rest turned out spectacularly. Like, this is some of the cleanest pipe work I've ever done. Now, hopefully it all actually works, but geez, we still have to connect up the power and then, oh yes, the oil itself. But the oil's already here, and it's only gonna be a couple pipes. Like, this is, I think, 2.5 actual full pipes of crude oil. I just wanted to make it look good by making it all the Mark I pipes. And then over there, that's another 2 full pipes. So yeah, just have to hook that up to the heavy oil residue line. So place your guesses in the comments below. Is all this stuff gonna even work? Dude, I have no idea. I spent so many hours on this at this point. It's just like, I hope it does. That'd be cool. So the power's all hooked up. I threw in like 50,000 pumps all over the place. And now we just have to turn it on. Oh yeah, all the fuel goes into this horrible cacophony that I will dismantle. Don't worry. It's just for testing. Please work. Please work. Power grid, you okay? Slight bump, it's fine, it's fine. Do we need any pumps over here? Already, already spotting problems. What if we needed to pump oil up this massive wall? That's crazy. Okay, so let's actually get this party started now, eh? You better have enough head lift. You better have enough head lift. Stop moving, number. Stop it. Yeah, it's totally fine. Yes, okay. Step 1, turning the oil into heavy oil residue. Pipe work was pretty straightforward, just brought the crude up this way. And it should be entering all of these machines about now, yes? Yes. There we go, actually working good. Always a little spooky. Always forget, like, hey, did you forget to place a belt somewhere? Which I'm sure I did. But no, it's rocking and rolling a little bit already. Good. Should get going a little bit faster here though. Maybe once the pipe's filled. All the polymer resin, it's gonna be going over to a system there in a bit, but right now it's just going into an item sink. I just wanna make sure everything is working right now, so we can move on just fine. Why is there no power? What? Well, discovered something new. There's no power to this entire row. I feel like a scientist, except I'm not really a scientist. I'm just making tons and tons and tons of mistakes all of the time, but we're good. Now that's working, yes. And since we have no crude oil, we're good to go. JK, Just needed one more pump. We're gonna be using so much power up just in pumps, it's nuts. In fact, how's the power graph looking? It's fine, right? Yeah, it's fine. With the heavy oil residue, maybe some of these are working now? I'm not seeing any spinning. I'm not seeing any winning. But the water should be entering these pipes at least, yes? No. Okay, now look, for the water, I know I put down the pumps down here. Okay, so you can't lie to me about this. See, pump. Okay. And let me guess, I'm gonna start to see a pattern here, eh? Yes. Old Mr. Kibbs tried to cheap out. Bad idea there, Mr. Kibbs. All right, but with all the water figured out, we do have heavy oil or residue at this point, correct? Yes, because we're making things and stuff. Oh my gosh, it's working. It's beautiful, it's actually working. Sometimes. These are going. Good, we need to see the whole row running. Excellent, this row's kind of going, except for some of them. Why doesn't it just all work at once? But okay, that should be everything, right? Everything's running. Well, I guess at this point, probably a lot of the bins upstairs are full. How are these looking? Got a couple yellow? Yeah. Yes, they are. Goodbye, my beautiful burnable honey. Now with all that stuff flushed, how we looking? I wanna see spinning, I wanna see winning. Yes? Not seeing any spinning. Like at all. Is this like a render distance thing? This gotta be a render distance thing, right? Gots to be. Oh yeah, we spinning. Good, good. We don't stop moving. We don't stop grooving. Oh, it's already full. Okay, and aside from that little mistake, it looks like everything else is rocking and rolling. Part 1 of the system is done. Now we just have everything else. We'll worry about that next time and call it here for now. So again, if you enjoyed, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and check out lizarddoggo.com if you want some Satisfactory merch. But for now, have a fantastic rest of your day, and bye-bye.